Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got another signing here for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, as Jake Ceresna is going to be going over to Winnipeg as he signs a 2-year deal with the Bombers, taking him through the 2026 and 2027 season, in which he's making some good money. Now, this had come down to a few different teams. What was the other team that was in on Ceresna where it almost happened? Rick, I'm trying to remember which team it was.
I don't even think there was another team.
Really? I thought I remember hearing that there was a bit of a bidding war going after once the tampering window opened over Ceresna. I could be wrong.
I have no idea.
I don't know if it was Ottawa or someone else. I don't know.
I mean, at this point, I'm not going to mention which CFL player I heard this from today. But he did admit that teams were tampering before the tampering window.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
But I will say, though, Winnipeg did a Ed Harvey and basically gave Jake Ceresna a blank check and decided, write what you're worth. Because, first off, they cut him a check for $120,000 signing bonus.
Yep.
Year one, they're paying him $235,000 in 26, and the second year of the deal, they go from $235 to $255.
Yeah,
so he's making $490 plus signing bonus to play in Winnipeg. I mean, you guys make that money off of just sellouts alone.
on just what?
I said you guys make that money just off of sellouts alone.
I thought you said salads. I was like
sellout.
Yeah, no. I mean, the Bombers do well financially. They do, and so the Bombers saw that this past year they took a bit of a step back, and Kyle Walters comes out being like, you know what, we gotta do more. We gotta make sure that we take a bit more initiative. They're taking initiative. They're doing what they said they would do. I am a fan of this. I was hoping that the Bombers would make some sort of addition to their D-line. I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know the scale of it. And then I hear that Bombers made some big signings. I'm like, wow, okay, whoa. This is great. We're filling most of the holes I was hoping for. And then I hear the Bombers are interested in Jake Ceresna, and I'm like, okay. I am a fan of this. For those who are wondering, Jake Ceresna, remember that like all-star Argonauts D-line that was just like ridiculous? Jake Ceresna, one of the biggest pieces in that D-line. Jake Ceresna has been in the league since 2017. He's been kind of all over the place. He had been with the Ottawa Red Blacks over in 2017. And then 2018 through 2023 was with the Edmonton Elks. 1 season in Toronto, all-star D-line, then plays another season in Edmonton. But even over his time originally with Edmonton, with him starting there with them being the Edmonton Eskimos, obviously going into the Edmonton Elks. Despite the problems that the team was having, he was always performing. He was always doing very, very well there. Even with his past season, he got his first career interception, which is not something you usually see for a D-lineman. But he's a big guy, 6'4", 295 pounds. Just a big boy who's really kind of a bull in the China house, and so he's exactly kind of what you're looking for. Even if you look at kind of the 3 Down Nation article, it talks about kind of how he had a meniscus tear in late June and attempted to play through the injury for 2 months before ultimately getting surgery. He is fully recovered and expected to be ready for training camp. So that's kind of another thing to keep in mind, just because if you look at his time last season, he only played 11 games, and even then, again, he had played injured a bit. And so that's why, because if you look at his numbers last year, it's a clear step down. You know what I mean? 16 tackles instead of 29, but keep in mind that's in half as many games, so I wouldn't worry about that. And he only gets 1 sack compared to what he'd been getting before, which was 8, 12, 10, 5, just a lot more than that. But again, that was him playing with that injury. And so I think him being healthy, him being on on it, in my opinion, a bit more of a competitive team. Kind of really, I think there's an opportunity for Jake Ceresna to really get back to that. So I don't worry too much about that. I mean, he's 31. He's still, you know, kind of in those prime years of his career. And so I think there's a lot that Jake Ceresna can provide, and I think it's certainly a boost to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers defensive line. So that's what I got. Is there anything else that you got there, Rick?
It's going to be interesting to see him lined up right beside Willie Jefferson.
It's gonna be
here you have a 6'6" guy that just puts his arm up, just like, yep.
You know what it is? Willie Jefferson and Jake Ceresna are the same size. It's just if you took Jake Ceresna and went like this, and it just made him taller. That's Willie Jefferson. Willie Jefferson just keeps going up. You know, Willie Jefferson is the tallest building in Winnipeg. They tell you it's that building on Main Street. It's not. It's Willie Jefferson. He's the tallest building in Winnipeg. Is there anything else you got there, Rick? I think that's pretty much all I had. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord, where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.